Paid $1 for these Red Wing boots. They're quite distressed. Just left them that way. Boots are on sale right now, and we accepted an offer of $50. These are slip-resistant rubber boots. I've had them a while. Probably paid about $1 for them and sold them for $17. Paid $2 for this rabbit skin hat. It was made in China, but it sold for $25. Paid $2.15 for this Elwood type nut bowl. I collect picks and nutcrackers to go with them, so I always have some. This one does not have Elwood on it, so I had to call it Elwood type. And it sold for $23. I thought Homedic stuff sold pretty well. I paid $3 for this foot massager and sold for $10. My husband got a bunch of golf club covers free, and he sold this one, the Van Hogan, for $5. Sold another one of these John's Rude chainsaw triggers for my friend who had them machined, and they sell for $25, and I get a cut of that. I pick up pastel Tupperware tumblers here and there. These I probably paid under $3 for, and they sold for $25. This is a mid-century modern vase. I suppose it's about 10 inches tall, 10 to 12. The handle's painted to look like wood. And this is a strange story. We had cleaned out a house, could just give a donation for whatever we wanted, and we were very tired and time to go, but my husband found all this stuff underneath a truck in the yard, and this was one of those items, a lot of unbroken glass items underneath a truck. So this sold for $40. This is about a 3-inch gas cap, vintage. I do not know from what vehicle. It's an example where you can just put it out there as vintage gas cap, and it sold for $19.50. Paid 50 cents for this little reindeer. I looked it up and found out it's called Kimple. Sold for $20, and underneath it says Iris made this in 1986. We sold another set of 8 of these tiki trays with the bamboo edges. Paid 30 cents a piece, so $2.40, and this group sold for $80. This is a new sealed crewel kit from Dimensions. It is the Trading Post. Paid $2 and it sold for $20. I sold one of these last week. Now another Elwood type nut bowl. This one has 4 picks and 1 cracker, and this sold for $18. A little beat up around the edges. These are Eddie Bauer double XL men's wind pants. They're kind of lightweight, but in really good shape, and they sold for $30. These are large Tupperware lunch trays. I paid 50 cents for this lot of 5 and sold them for $15 with scratches. The ones without scratches I sold for more. These are Clark's, size 5 women's, and paid $3 for them, and they sold for $28. This is something my mother-in-law saved. Somebody's probably buying it for their football fan for Christmas. So we didn't pay anything for it, and it sold for $20. It's got a lot of information about the team and the players, Ford ads. Kind of interesting, even stadium seating. That's 2 stadiums ago. I always like to pick up Polaroids. This one we paid $2 for, and it sold for $25. I made this little gizmo with a YouTube video, and I'm able to list them as tested. My friend's dad made this, and she didn't need it any longer, so she gave it to me to sell for myself, and it's 24 by 28, so it was a bear to ship, but we got $45 for it. Columbia jacket, paid $1 for. Have had it forever, and it finally sold for $16.50. I think it had a few spots on it. Paid $1 for these boots, and they're Sorels, and they sold for $33 on sale. Paid 50 cents for this hat, the nice little feather. I've had it a really long time, 2 winters, I think, and it finally sold for $19.50. My husband bought a bunch of Zippo lighters for 50 cents a piece. This one has sort of a old west farm scene on it. We just accepted an offer for 59 bucks. It is sealed. Not sure what we paid for these women's Sorel boots. They're pretty nice, and they sold for $42.50. This is a Honda belt buckle, brass colored. I don't know if it's really brass, and it sold for 20 bucks. Usually football and sports games are worth something, but this one we paid $1.25 for, and it sold for 15. This is a Westclock's ceramic clock, Roman numerals. I've had this quite a while. I just realized I had it listed with some improper shipping. Somebody asked me a question about it, and she bought it for 35 bucks.